Welcome to this pregame broadcast to Retro Bowl. It appears that the night before the Retro Bowl, the entire Arizona Cardinals team broke curfew and partied all night. What's Coach Dewey going to do?
I remember my party days, Rick. To become an Ultimate Aggie, one had to streak across the campus naked and then ride the bull statue. Then,
we need to keep it appropriate for a national audience. This is the Retro Bowl. Oh, we're just getting word that Coach Dewey, in response to the entire team partying, has decided to cut the whole team just hours before the Retro Bowl.
Coach Dewey must be on a power trip or is finally unbottling all of his repressed childhood memories.
Quarterback Andrew Lindsay is cut for defecating into 17 shot glasses while squatting on the bar and continuing to serve drinks, which is a major violation of health code. Running back Le'Veon Simpson is cut for covering a parked cop car with bacon and then asking the officers to turn the engine on and pass the salt. Tight end Frank Conklin is cut for taking a DNA test and being 100% that bitch. Conklin is suing for discrimination charges. Tight end Rick Godere is cut for urinating into every other teammate's locker in one go.
Wow, that's kind of impressive. All right, I like that.
Wide receiver Don Terry Camper is cut for freezing his feet and complaining about having to wear a new helmet.
Yeah, that's a sissy move. He deserves to be cut.
Wide receiver Kahari Hester is cut for bringing his underage Make-A-Wish Foundation recipient to the bar with the team. Kahari stated that it made the kid's wish come true. Defensive lineman Juwan Remmers is cut for telling Coach Dewey that his mom is so fat and ugly that she was cast as Jabba the Hutt's wife in Star Wars Episode 6. Linebacker Zay Sharp is cut for taking way too long in the bathroom during team meetings.
Yeah, I hate those guys.
And defensive back Natil Ponder is cut for selling his sperm on eBay, stallion style. Wow, this is unprecedented.
What's Coach Dewey going to do when he's got no one on the roster hours before the Retro Bowl?
We're just getting word from the Arizona Cardinals management that if Coach Dewey wants to keep his job, he needs to win the Retro Bowl.
How's he going to win the Retro Bowl with no team?
Coach Dewey just posted on Twitter that he will be adhering to Retro Bowl rules, stating that no free agents can be signed or stolen from other teams the day of the Retro Bowl. Given the amount of time it takes to travel, with only a few hours' notice, Coach Dewey will have to find local players.
Good thing this year the Retro Bowl's in his home state of Arizona. He may have some people who can help him.
It appears Coach Dewey has reached out to Arizona and Arizona State University for immediate players, but they're all under contract or too high or on drugs to be playing within 6 hours.
Arizona schools are infamous for their parties.
In a last-ditch effort, Coach Dewey has contacted Desert Vista High School out of Phoenix, Arizona, and the team has agreed to play in the Retro Bowl. Welcome to the Retro Bowl. I'm Rick Carlson.
And I'm Brett Broadhead.
We'd like to thank Kim Kardashian for her lovely rendition of Star Spangled Banner. The only chance Arizona has of winning this game is if they have 0 turnovers. This means, though, that they can't get tackled. These young kids will likely fumble the ball if a full-grown player tackles them. In order to properly call the game, I reached out to Desert Vista High School's AV club in order to obtain a list of names, but I don't think the AV club is on good terms with the football team. I received a list of names, but I don't think they're correct. That's all I have to go off. So here we go. The kid with the rich parents receives the hike. He throws it to the kid who knocked up a cheerleader and dives for a 10-yard gain.
Wow, he nearly got the first down.
All right, we've got some offense. I didn't expect that. All right, kid with the rich parents, he goes back to throw.
And he hits the kid who pissed his pants in 5th grade for a gain of 5 yards. Wow, that was a dangerous throw. These kids can't get tackled. They will fumble the ball too easily.
Oh, and the ball is dropped by the kid who lost his virginity to a banana peel. On 2nd and 10. This time, Banana Boy catches the ball for a gain of 6 yards.
I knew bananas were high in potassium, but I didn't know they were an aphrodisiac.
The kid with the rich parents completes the pass to Minnie McLovin. All right, there we go. 6-yard gain.
Oh, what a move by the high school senior. I think he's trying to get scouted right now.
The kid with the rich parents actually has enough time to scan the field, and he's going to hit his second option up for the middle with a gain of 11.
Wow, this high school team is doing surprisingly well against men who have 100+ pounds on them.
And here's a quick throw to the kid who thinks he can dance, but really can't, who moves out of bounds for a gain of 11 yards. I'm really impressed with this game plan that Coach Dewey's implementing. He realizes that these kids are at a real threat to be pulverized by these grown men. So, he's advised them to dive and get out of bounds to avoid getting tackled. This will prevent turnovers and makes the parents happy that the kids are more protected from broken bones and internal bleeding.
I thought there was no way the Cardinals had a chance. This is actually a very promising drive. Promising feelings can be misleading, though. My first 2 marriages were promising.
Here's our first 4th down. I agree with the choice to go for it. The way this drive is going, it's only inches. Go for it. Oh, and the kid with the rich parents foregoes the easy completion to hit the touchdown.
Wow, on 4th and inches, he chooses to hit the touchdown? His balls must be so big that he probably wears a bra in between his legs to support them.
Of course, Coach Dewey goes for 2, and the pass is complete to the kid who wishes he was black.
Wow, I did not predict that this opening drive would end up with points. I thought these kids were more screwed than my bank account after 2 marriages. Maybe the Steelers were just going easy on them, though. They probably feel like they need to play it safe since they're all still just kids.
Well, they're not taking it easy on defense. Pittsburgh easily makes it to midfield and runs the ball into the end zone.
These kids just got punished. There's no way their defense can stop the Steelers. If Arizona's going to win this game, they need to match points the entire game and be the last to score.
And that brings us to the end of the first quarter, which means it's time for our statistician, Wes Bogerton, to give us the stat of the half. Wes?
Retro Bowl is the #1 game played during boring church services. That's so true. I always play Retro Bowl during church.
You go to church, Brett?
Yes, Rick. I sit right behind your mother and I whisper in her ear the dirty answers to her prayers.
My mother prays silently.
She must like the disgusting things I say, because she never stops me.
And Arizona has possession on the 33-yard line. Will they be able to score every drive? Kid with the rich parents goes back to pass. And he hits the kid who used to be cool but sucks now. Managing the clock, 1 drive per quarter per team will keep the score much more manageable.
Driving and getting out of bounds is preventing so many fumbles. This strategy is brilliant.
In a game of pure outscoring offense, you want to dive whenever possible. It eats the clock and prevents fumbles. With high school kids playing against pros, every tackle could be a trip to the hospital. And the kid with the rich parents scans the field. Oh, and he makes a pass. Runs out of bounds for a gain of 7. The kid with the rich parents takes from the shotgun, steps back, scans the field. Oh, the pass rush is coming. He throws it out of bounds.
A smart move, but the next time he should aim for the sideline and not the crowd. He hit the hot dog vendor, and now all the fans in Section F have wieners on their faces. Which brings me to today's sponsor, Hard Soda. Feeling little? Feeling limp? Hard Soda will fix your gimp. Just 1 hard soda will have you feeling like your teenage self again. Don't settle for soft. Get hard! Please drink responsibly and consult a doctor if you have a teenage experience lasting longer than 4 hours.
The Arizona Cardinals are charging their way down the field. They're at the 14-yard line.
This team is as cohesive as a pro team. They might actually be able to win this game.
All right, with the score 8-8 at almost the end of the second quarter with 1:45 left, the kid with the rich parents takes the pass. He scans the field. Oh, he's going for a touchdown. Oh, just barely dropped. And that brings us to 3rd and 4. The Arizona Cardinals need some points to keep up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, and there's a clutch catch made by the kid who picks his nose. The Cardinals get the first down.
The Cardinals don't seem to be fazed at all by the fact that there are millions of people watching them right now.
And they easily get the touchdown.
Going for 2 in an all-out offensive game is crucial. Any chance to get more points is worth the risks.
And the Cardinals are up 16-8. I've just gotten word that Vegas odd predictors are being fired like crazy. Who could have predicted this?
I wish DraftKings could have. They aren't refunding my money after placing my bets last night on fired Cardinal players.
And as expected, the Pittsburgh Steelers roll over the Cardinals' defense. They go for 2 to tie the game and get stopped. Wow, the kid with the lerp arms bats the ball and keeps the Cardinals' lead. It appears as though the Cardinals are actually going to have a lead going into the half. Let's see if Arizona can get some more points on the board before the end of the half. With only 17 seconds left, the kid with the rich parents throws. Oh, it makes an 8-yard completion. Here we go. If they could just get into field goal range, this would be an epic first half. Oh no! The kid with the rich parents accidentally underthrows the ball and it's intercepted by Pittsburgh from the 33-yard line. Pittsburgh attempts a field goal and they score. Oh, the high school kids can't lose after having their lead in the Retro Bowl. I guess it's better if they lose though. Their teen pregnancy rate is astronomical as is. And that brings us to the end of the first half where Pittsburgh leads 17-6. Welcome back, folks. We apologize that the game hasn't resumed yet. During the halftime show, which was led by Desert Vista High School cheer squad, a group of male streakers took to the field. This distracted some of the male members of the cheer squad, causing one of the female cheerleaders to be dropped. It appears as she suffered a severe skull fracture and is being carted off the field. We're wishing for her swift recovery.
On a positive note, we now know which of the male cheerleaders are homosexual. It's okay to come out, boys, in this day and age. We want everyone to feel comfortable.
It doesn't look like Coach Dewey gave a very inspirational halftime speech to the Cardinals defense. They just got walked all over. The Steelers now have an 8-point lead. Will the Cardinals' only turnover be their demise? And the catch is made by the only kid on the entire football team who isn't a jerk for an 11-yard gain.
He actually stiff-armed the defensive player, but I think he was so excited it actually worked out. He fell over. I don't think it was a dive, Rick.
Rich Boy finds a receiver and it's dropped. It's hard to tell if the wide receivers are to blame or the quarterback for throwing too hard. Oh, and with a 10-yard gain up the middle, it appears the Cardinals are going to be able to answer the Steelers' last points.
The Cardinals' offense is finding success in the middle of the field tonight with good tight end usage. I'm surprised at how effective this has been.
As Coach Dewey has always said, it's about the completion percentage, not the amount of yards. These dink and dunk plays are going to win this high school team the Retro Bowl. The kid with the rich parents steps back. Oh, and he hits the kid who has the weird growth behind his ear, and he makes a 7-yard gain as he steps out of bounds.
Avoiding getting tackled has been so vital to the Cardinals this game. If these giant men were tackling these poor tiny kids, there'd be a fumble every 3 plays.
It's third quarter with 49 seconds left. The kid with the rich parents steps back. Oh, and here we are once again with a pass up the middle to the tight end for another Cardinal first down. These long methodical drives are also eating up a lot of the clock. Each team only has time for 1 possession each quarter. This is helping to keep the score in check and not allowing one team to run away with the lead. The score is 24-16 with Pittsburgh leading. The Arizona Cardinals are in the red zone. Oh, and the kid who farts in every team meeting nearly gets into the end zone.
He wanted that touchdown bad, Rick. To be able to say you scored a touchdown in the Retro Bowl is absolutely priceless.
And the farter gets a touchdown.
Can the Cardinals tie this game with a 2-point conversion?
Yes! We're back in the game at 24 each, but the Steelers have the ball now. Arizona needs a mistake by the Steelers to take back control of this game, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter and our statistician Wes Bargerton for the stat of the half. Wes?
If the Arizona Cardinals win this game, 67% of the players will contract an STD tonight. Wow, that number seems low for the party state of Arizona. That number must not account for the kids who just never get tested and keep their shame hidden. I also wonder if they're all getting the same STD from the same person because they're all with the same person, or if the STDs are just rampant where they are.
Oh, but Pittsburgh only goes for 1 point. This could be the opening the Cardinals need to win. All they need is a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to win the game. Here they have it on the 13-yard line.
This is getting tense.
Oh, and it's nearly intercepted, but it's caught by the kid who awkwardly sings in the locker room showers.
All right, Cardinals. I know it's a big moment, but slow down. Take a deep breath. This is your opportunity. Don't let the pressure get to you.
There's only 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in the Retro Bowl. Kid with rich parents goes back to pass and completes up the pass up the middle to the kid with even richer parents for a gain of 11.
I wish my parents had money when I was growing up. Maybe then I'd be happy.
And another pass to the tight end up the middle. One thing going for Coach Dewey is that the Steelers film prepped for the original team and not the high school substitutes. The Steelers defense has no idea what the Cardinals are going to do.
The Cardinals are doing a great job of managing the clock. At this rate, they'll be in the end zone with barely any time left on the clock. Brilliant time management by the Cardinals here.
The kid with rich parents will surely be sought after by every college in the nation after tonight's performance. His consistency and determination could beat any team in Retro Bowl. He's heeding my father's advice. Even if there's blood on the field, you do not yield.
He'll probably use that advice tonight in the bedroom, Rick. Even if there's blood on the field, you do not yield.
Oh, and there's a minute 16 left in the fourth quarter of the Retro Bowl. Pittsburgh still has the lead with 31-24, but Arizona's not given up yet. They just have a 9-yard gain out the middle. The Cardinals are at the 19-yard line with a minute 5 left to play. Their time management is perfect. Just enough time to account for errors, but not leaving Pittsburgh too much time to score another touchdown.
All Arizona has to do is score and get a 2-point conversion, and this game will be theirs.
The kid with the rich parents scans the defense. Oh, I don't think he likes what he sees. Oh, he calls an audible. All right, there we go. That's a pro move right there. Oh, and it pays off with a 9-yard gain. Oh, just short of the first down. Dang it, now they're faced with 4th and 1. Oh, and the Cardinals don't even think about kicking the ball. It's win or die. They need a completion here. The game is lost. Oh, and the kid who has his tonsils removed twice makes a clutch catch. Wow. 1st and goal on the 5-yard line with 34 seconds left. He throws. Oh, and the kid who goes to the bathroom way too much dropped the ball.
You'd think his hands would be sticky.
With the fate of Coach Dewey's job on the line, the pass is caught by the kid who ate worms in grade school. He smartly dives just before the end zone for the clock to run out more.
What a heads-up play by the Worm Eater. He could have got a touchdown in the Retro Bowl, but he put his teammates first.
Hopefully that choice doesn't bite them in the ass.
Oh no, the receiver missed the ball and it flew out of bounds.
It's 4th down on the 1-yard line. The stakes couldn't be higher. The kid with parents throws, and it's caught. Oh my God, this is it. Just one more play to mark the greatest upset in history. The kid with rich parents scans the field. He throws, and it's caught by the kid who shorted his pants in the 5th grade. It's caught by the kid who shorted his pants in 5th grade.
He completely redeems himself.
Desert Vista High School is just about to beat a professional Retro Bowl team. I can't believe what I just saw. The Arizona Cardinals with high school players has just won the Retro Bowl.
This is the most incredible thing I've ever seen. But it begs the question, was it the coaching or the players that won this game?
It doesn't matter. What matters is that this will never be redone by some other channel on YouTube.
Sounds like a challenge to me.
The Steelers were a 3.5-star team on the hard difficulty, and they were defeated by a 1-star high school team. I just can't get over it. The Cardinals complete another perfect season, but there will be no other season enders like this one. Now we turn over to our field reporter, Mike Litteris. Mike?
What pleased you the most about the win today?
I was very impressed with the poise and team effort by our substitute team. I crapped my pants when I learned Coach Dewey cut the whole team, but it actually worked out in the end. Managing the clock to 1 drive per quarter was perfect.
Team morale couldn't be higher. The team's condition is completely spent at 0% though.
It's completely understandable after the toughest game of their lives.
Well, here are your Retro Bowl 45 champions. Sorry we didn't have pictures, folks. Getting the substitute team in so quickly, we didn't have time to take everybody's picture. But this does set the record for the youngest and smallest team to ever win the Retro Bowl. Well, this means that Coach Dewey gets to keep his job, and that being the case, make sure you hit subscribe. That wraps it up for this edition of Retro Bowl. I'm Rick Carlson.
And I'm Brett Broadhead.
Thanks for watching.